Yeah, look, there are texts everywhere, but Sally sums it up. Compelling interview, Alan. I was heartbroken by the pain in Mary's voice, inspired by her courage and furiously angered by the treatment she described. Look, just before we go to Mark and get his thoughts on a remarkable finale to the Australian Open Tennis Championships, what about this Indian Premier League auction last Thursday, where the various franchises that make up the lucrative Indian Premier League bid for players? Firstly, 25 Australian players didn't get a bid. Amongst them, Alex Carey, Shaun Marsh, Aaron Finch, Marnus Labuschagne, Matthew Wade, Ben McDermott. The list is endless. Stephen Smith was picked up, but for $2 million less than he was previously on, $390,000. This money's for one season. Glenn Maxwell, $2.25 million. But the stunning result is for the 24-year-old West Australian Jai Richardson. He's played for Australia, though only the cricket tragics would know. He's the top wicket taker in the recent Big Bash, currently in New Zealand with the 2020 side. He was the Bradman Young Cricketer of the Year in 2018. I love his energy and his commitment, but he's picked up $2.5 million from the Punjab Kings, who also signed the Tasmanian quick Riley Meredith for $1.42 million and Moses Enrique for $743,000. Big money, isn't it? But it's equal prize money at the Australian Open. So Naomi Osaka and Novak Djokovic have walked away with $2.13 million each, and the runners-up $1.16 million. I have to say, last Thursday night, I only got one thing right in talking to Mark. I said it would be straight sets victory, but I said it would be the Russian. Instead, Novak Djokovic completely broke down the Russians' game in a phenomenal all-court display, and it's now legitimate to ask whether this man, Novak Djokovic, isn't the greatest player of all time. 18 Grand Slam titles to date. He's only 33. 9 of the 18 are Australian championships. Let's go to Mark. And Mark, thank you for your time. Goodness me, it was comprehensive, wasn't it? And it was all caught by Djokovic.
It was so incredibly impressive. He started off so strong. But watching this match, Alan, I mean, Medvedev, he looked incredible. But this guy is honestly on another level, physically, game-wise, mentally. I mean, it was incredible to watch.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding serving. Then there was depth and accuracy on both wings, superb volleying, drop shots. And the other bloke's a good player. I mean, I've never seen Djokovic play that well.
He was focused on the word go. I mean, you look at into his eyes when he started play. He was starting off slow, kind of during the event, but this one, he was ready from the word go. I mean, I'm going to go out to call that by the end of his career, he probably would be taking over any kind of historical feat as far as tennis is concerned, as far as tournaments played, #1 in the world. Yeah. I think he could be atop of everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's played Rafa 56 times and leads him. He's the only man to have beaten Federer in all 4 majors, but Federer is the only man also to have beaten Novak in 4. Clinical stuff. Now, what about the women's? Naomi Osaka, the Japanese girl's only 23, her 4th Grand Slam. She's won the last 2 back-to-back.
This girl's a very special girl. Incredible head and her shoulders. A beautiful game. Hits the ball so hard, serves incredibly well, great off the ground strokes. You know, this girl, I don't know how many Grand Slams she's going to win, but she's going to win quite a few by the time she's done. I mean, this girl, her mind is there. She knows what has to be done. And if you just listen to her interview after it, she doesn't sound like she's going to be slowing down anytime soon.
No, that's right. It's interesting. She has lived and trained in the United States since she was 3. And in her tour debut in 2014, she beat Sam Stosur. But since 2018, she's won a Grand Slam singles title in 4 consecutive years. Jennifer Brady deserved to be there, didn't she? I mean, she played very well.
Oh, absolutely. This girl can play, Brady. I'm looking for her to have a great year this year. She's got a beautiful game, quite almost very similar, but just not as strong off the ground. But what an incredible effort. I mean, any time you get to a Grand Slam finals, will be huge. But this is a breakout tournament.
Just a quick one before you go. Serena?
Look, I mean, Serena, she looked fantastic. I mean, you've got to say Osaka was too good. Simple as that. I think on the day, Serena just put a little bit too much pressure on herself and it was just too much for her. I've never seen her, kind of break down in a press conference like she did, and she walked out. That shows how much this means to her. Look, I think she'll be back. I mean, so let's see how she's going to do. But she put a lot of pressure on herself.
Great to talk to you, Mark. Thank you for all your time. Thank you for your insights. See you soon.